So, the MOTO Q9C. I've had it for roughly 24 hours now, and I've been just basically running it, giving it test runs, installing apps, just seeing what it can do. I've managed to crash it once, and I believe that was mostly my fault. It was due to the fact that I had a background set that was an image off of the mini SD card that was in the device, and I removed the mini SD card, so it didn't know where to get its applied background from. So really what happens, it locked up, and I just had to hard reset it and get it to go back to its original state. So it wasn't too long before I was able to crash it, but then again, it was kind of my dumb fault for doing that. I mean, you're not really supposed to do that anyway. But they should probably have something that doesn't let you do that, as in maybe putting anything that you set to the phone's application, save it on the phone as well, make backup data. But really, as you can see, this is not the MOTO Q9C. This is my Verizon Pocket Pc. That was the last phone that I had. It has the slide out QWERTY keyboard. It's got your 1.9 megapixel camera on the back there. That's a touch screen, so it has your pen that comes out the top there, your stylus. And really that was the problem with this phone. It worked great. I love the phone. I had it for, I would say, roughly around 6-7 months, I guess. The touchscreen stopped working. It became so far out of alignment that I couldn't get it to go back into alignment, and I was basically stuck in that stage. So every time I tried to realign the screen, it would get locked up in that program, which then I would have to hard reset, of course. When I went and tried to format it and take it back to the factory settings, it got stuck in that stage on boot up. So that was pretty bad, because I couldn't do anything with the phone at all at that point. Because before, you could use this little stick down here, navigate the menus without having to use the touchscreen. So at least that way I could send messages, calls, everything. But really, it became kind of unfunctional. Once that happened, I had to install an application that let me break into it. Wish by that point it was already too late anyway, because I reformatted it. But there's things I like and dislike about this phone. It wasn't bad for the time that I had it, but the battery took a quick plunge there towards I would say the last few months or so. It didn't hold a charge worth anything. After about 4 months, it would die in about 2 hours of usage. I mean, continuous usage, straight usage. If left alone, not being used, it would stay on for about a good 2 or 3 days. But really, just a quick overview of this phone. As you can see, it's kind of chubby. It's a little fat. You have your internet launch key right here. You have your volume slider up and down. Voice record. That's where your mini SD goes in the top right there. This side just has where you access your pictures, your camera, right there. And of course your hotkeys and everything on the front. That opens up your mobile, your Windows Mobile, which, if you don't know what Windows Mobile is, it's just a smartphone. Basically, it comes on most smartphones. It allows you to use apps and everything on your application or in your phone. Use applications on your phone. And really, that's what these are. This is what both these phones are, both the MOTO Q9C and the Verizon Pocket PC. So I don't really want to so much compare them, as I just want to show kind of what the difference is in each one. Kind of. I mean, I'm not trying to say one's better than the other or anything like that, but this is the MOTO Q9C, and as you can see, it's about a little bit taller because of the antenna right there. It's just a little bit taller, and put them side by side, about 1/4 as thin. So I believe it's about ½ an inch. And the Verizon Pocket PC is about 1½ inches. So it's not really a fourth, but it feels like it when you put it in your pocket, because having the Pocket PC in my pocket, you felt like you had a big bulge on the side of your pocket, and you felt like you were going to crush it. You always had to be careful when you sat and everything. This can actually go in your shirt pocket, your front shirt pocket, and nobody knows it's in there. That's how slim it is there. See, as you can see my finger, it's pretty slim for everything that it can do, and everything is built into it. I just kind of want to briefly go over it here a little bit. On your side here, that's where your mini SD goes. You have your scroll button right here when you actually access. I'll go ahead and turn it on. You probably can't see it too well, but your side button right here is how you scroll through everything. And I don't want to go too much into the apps or anything like that at this point. I'm just kind of showing an overview of the phone and really where everything's on and everything like that. Right here on the front, that's where your microphone is, and on the back, that's where your speaker is, and obviously your camera's up on the top. A little problem with the speaker being on the back, it's just slightly annoying when you put it on speakerphone. Having the microphone on the front and the speaker on the back, it just doesn't make too much sense. It's just kind of a pain to have to turn the phone around to hear better when you have it on speakerphone. But really, it's just kind of me nitpicking, I guess. As you can see, the keyboard is actually on the front of the phone here, and it's not a slide out, which I love. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the slide out on the Pocket PC. I always felt like I was going to break the thing every time I had to whip it out and send a text message or something. It just feels so clunky when you slide it out. So really, that's something I'm really loving now, is just having the keyboard on the front. I'm still trying to get used to the return key right here. Going back to your previous app or whatever you were doing, not being the actual back button to erase things. I get them confused, like the enter looks like the back button. And really, that's just me though. It's just because of the way it was set up on the Pocket PC. It's so different. I've made the mistake probably like 100 times now. So, which I didn't used to be such a big text messenger, but I am now. It's a lot of my friends are doing it, and I get a lot of text messages. So it's really kind of what I have to go through to communicate nowadays. But basically, it's just kind of an overview. I mean, I really like the phone so far. It's, like I said, roughly about 24 hours. It's nice to finally have a phone back again after the Pocket PC kind of crashed on me there. I guess over the next few days I'll install some apps and do some interesting things with it. Maybe come back with a full review on it and just go from there.